Hello students, this is Mr. Simons and welcome back to Computer Fundamentals here. We got Lab 5 research paper here. This will be our last Word document that we're going to do, and then we'll have a short quiz on the second day of this assignment. I'm going to do this video in two parts, and you'll see why in a sec. Here, so here's the Google Doc that is the guide to all that we're going to do here, and you want to download the file, Lab 5 assignment file here. And so the easiest way to get to the download arrow is to right click on the file and open it in a new tab. If you open it just from here, you'll need to go up to the arrows and open it in a new window in order to get the download button, because once we've got it in its own window, it's got a download button. What do you know? All right, so download that to your computer, and then you go to your Microsoft Word and click your upload and upload that. Okay, and then it'll open automatically, and you should be right here on this very unformatted right now document. And of course, we're starting out with some blue text. It's kind of small. It doesn't not look very professional. Let's go ahead and get started on the document here in just a sec. But I really want you to read and follow the instructions carefully, and the video will trace us through each technique here. But there are tutorials for everything as well, and especially if you're going to be using the desktop version. The desktop version is considerably more powerful, and that's just how it is, right? We have the online version to work with right now, and the one thing that I really want you to do is to make sure you've got the full ribbon showing here instead of the partial ribbon. This looks a lot like Google Docs, right? And we can reveal a lot more on the ribbon for us to work with here. All right, so let's get started here. It's open. It's ready to go. Number one, select all text. Okay, we've got a couple of ways of doing that. We can go select all. We can search for select all up there, but I like our shortcuts. And Control A on the Windows and Chromebook, Command A on the Macs will get you here. A couple of things we want to do to this. We want to change the font to Times New Roman. And I've got it right up here, but if you need to search for it, you can search for it. Times New Roman, and we're going to make that into font size 12 here, and we're also going to make all the text black. Okay, so we go down to black, and now let's take a look at the document. Already looks more professional, right? Because black text on the white background looks a little more professional. Nice professional looking font as well. Okay, so we're going to go to the section headers here, and we're going to turn these into 14 bold. All right, and you can use the pull-up menu here. Pop-up menu comes up, and we want that to be 14 and bold. Okay, we'll do a couple of those this way, but then let's remember our format painter from the last lesson here. We can format paint that same style to the different headings there. So that's our top level headings, section headings here. Section headers here, the selection subheadings here, the subheadings, we just want to bold those. Okay, and so just bold. Oops. Don't want to highlight more than we need to. Bold there, and there's a few more. I'm not doing all of them. I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay, and each of these has the names of all of the ones that you need to bold and change font sizes on. Okay, so now we're going to change our bulleted lists to multi-level numbered lists with parentheses or parenthetical characters here. And so let's change this to a multi-level list. We want the multi-level list, right, with the parentheses and the letters here. Okay, So see how that changes that list here. Now our other lists have a little space at the bottom. So this one there are a bunch of errors in the document, and we'll get to that in just a sec. But here's an error that we can fix right away. Is to give it that space between this list and the next, and then we're going to pull down our list. We want these again. And so, oh look, it thought everything was all in one place. Uh-oh. We got a couple of problems with this, okay? So we got to go there, and then okay. We want to tab these over, tab that one back, and tab these over. So so the ones that we tab over here are the if I were, tell me, and if I was a student who was thinking about dropping out. Okay, and the way that I did this one was I shift tabbed. Okay, so let's go back just a sec to where when it styled it was wrong. Okay, so I shift tab on the top one to take it back a level here, and then I'm just going to tab the 4 questions over to get those to style to that level of bullets, right? So we go from bullets to numbers, and you want to do this on all of the lists, and there's a couple more lists. We're going to do something different with the references later, but that's on part 2 here. All right, so we're going to do that with all the lists. It's a whole point on changing bullets to numbers here. We want to correct all the spelling errors, okay? And we've got spelling errors here. Click to view the selections, right? We got spelling errors. We've got grammar errors here. Click to view the selections, right? Proofread. Really important to proofread. I hope you did that really well with your resumes and cover letters. And sometimes even the suggestions won't be enough. The other thing is that sometimes people will put the wrong word in, and it is a typo, but it is a word, so it won't necessarily highlight in the grammar and spell check here as well. All right, so the other thing that we want to do is check out, I think it's in layout here, review, and it's in review. Okay, the word count. So we want to see the word count for the document, 931 words. So we're going to make a comment. We're going to insert a comment towards the bottom here. Let's highlight at the very bottom of the document. We're going to insert a new comment here, and there's a comment on the side, 931 words. Okay. So if that changes at any time, you'll want to come down here and change your comment on that. So you might want to check that again later on. Okay, so there is part 1 of our research document. I didn't do everything, but I showed you how to do everything in question number 1. Hopefully that works out really well for you. If you get stuck at any time, please ask me for help. I really want to be able to help you out and walk you through stuff. I had some really great one-on-one meetings earlier this week with students where we got on Zoom, they're distance learning, got on Zoom, they shared their screen. I said, click here, click there, and it worked out really, really well. So hopefully you'll be able to do that if you're getting stuck or running into any roadblocks. All right, see you in part 2, and have a great day. Bye-bye.